Hey guys, Rich Bassini here, your YouTube vlogger and creator. Today I want to talk to you guys out there who are thinking about starting a new YouTube channel, and I just want to go over some stuff with you, somewhat brief, and hopefully you'll get a takeaway from it. First and foremost, when it comes to creating a YouTube channel, I said this before in my other videos, some people have a hard time thinking about what they want to do with their videos. How do you start a channel? How do you go about it? And I have to honestly say, folks, I said it in my other videos and I'm going to repeat it again. When it comes to creating a YouTube channel, share your talents and your passions. And the other thing I always tell people is right here, keep it real, keep it original, and let your channel grow organically. Because I think a lot of people who get involved with starting a YouTube channel, they get a little confused as far as like, well, what am I going to talk about? How am I going to come up with different content? I get that question all the time. When I talk to friends and relatives, they sit there saying, how long have you been on YouTube? I said, since 2013. And how many videos you got? I go, about 1,592 or something like that. I lost track after 1,000 videos. And they go, you did all those videos? Boy, what do you talk about? What things, how do you come about, creating all those videos and having some new content on a daily basis? And I tell them, plain out right, the biggest challenge I have, and I think a lot of creators, I can't speak for all of them, but I would think a percentage of them would say, the hardest part about being a YouTube creator is come up with new content every day. It's true. I mean, I sit here sometimes, I go through a lot of videos, I watch a lot of videos, I watch a lot of other YouTube creators out there, and I get a lot of insights and ideas from them, okay? So you might say, oh, so you kind of like shadow their, base your videos off of their experiences or whatever. Not necessarily. What I do is when I watch other specific YouTube channels out there, I'm not going to give all the URLs away, but I get little tips and tricks from them and how they do it, and I kind of like put it in my own perspective. I kind of like take that information and categorize it, and then I expand on it, and then I create a video with it. And that's how I do it. It is hard. And a lot of people will tell you who start a YouTube channel, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Okay, it is. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's very competitive, very hard. And the other day, I was thinking, I was getting into a chat with the YouTube. I noticed on my YouTube channel, okay, and this happened quite a few times, and I questioned it. When you get your channel monetized, I don't know if they have it for everybody now. It's available, but you could have an open chat session with YouTube creators at actually tech support. So I'm looking at my YouTube channel, and then I said to myself, one day it's like I think I had 1179 or 1180, something like that. And then the next day I'm looking, it's like I lost 10 subscribers. So I said, and this happens pretty somewhat infrequent, but it happens. It's like maybe the third time it happened already, and I contacted them through chat, and I asked them, I said, what's the deal with this? Why is that? And they came out, the YouTube tech support person told me that YouTube on a daily basis, from what I understand from that person, does it on a daily basis. They clean up, they get rid of spam accounts, I guess accounts that that are dormant. I don't know, whatever they do it. They said, and they told me, they go, well, we got rid of a couple spam accounts on your channel. That's why you see an fluctuation with highs and lows with subscriber base. So I said, okay. I go, I'm just curious. I go, is there anything wrong with my channel? He looked it over. He said, give me a couple minutes. He came back. He says, no. He goes, your channels, there's no community guideline strikes. Everything's copacetic with it. Basically, everything is fine. Which you gotta. That's another thing too. When you're creating a channel, try to keep it clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I've been on some channels where, some people will use language that's not really appropriate at times. Not all, but, sometimes you get a person that might kind of like throw a little word out there that's not really, nice to put out. On my channel, like I said, for all intents and purposes, I created this channel with the intention to help, inspire, and share. Okay, I call it the His Initiative, something I made up. And that's what my channel is based on, to help, inspire, and share. And I like to share my experience with you guys. Okay, how I created my channel, the techniques I use, and the software I use, which I showed you just before. It's Filmora. Very good software, user-friendly, and I think you guys, if you're starting out, I highly recommend you try out the free version of it. You'll have a watermark on it, but if you love it like I did, I didn't have to wait too long on it. I bought it like after a couple hours. I said I'm getting a regular version of it, a licensed version, and I did. But I used it a while back. Back then I had they had the 8.76 version. That's, I think I started. I bought it like that, and ever since then I've been getting free updates. As you can see, it's 11.6.7 now, and who knows? Maybe before the month is over, it'll probably be 11.7, 10, whatever. Who knows? But very good. It's good software, easy, very user friendly as far as I'm concerned. And just to throw this out there to you guys out there who hit my YouTube channel for the first time, the Filmora had not contacted me. Nobody from Filmora said to me, "Will you do a video on it? Talk about this, the software and stuff like that." Nobody did. Just let you know. If they did, I would tell you in the beginning of the video. All right. So basically, I'm just taking it upon my own to share it with you guys. Okay. But as far as again, creating a YouTube channel, the other part is, well, what do you create a channel about? And just like I said before, you share your talents and your passions. And if you are a person who knows how to paint, you're an artist, you could teach people how to paint. You could be the next Bob Ross, who knows, right? People might say, yeah, but there's 1,000 people doing it. Actually, probably more than 1,000. But I always say, you'll be 1,001. Don't give up on your dreams, okay? As I said it once before, and I'll say it again in my videos, we're going to cross this path once in life. You want to do something that you enjoy doing. I love creating videos. I do. I love creating videos. I'm not a master at it. I'm not a YouTube guru because I got over thousands of videos out there, over 1,000 videos, but it doesn't make me a YouTube guru. But I'll tell you one thing, I am learning as I go along. And people might say, well, 10 years, you think you'll get it down pat. I have it pretty much somewhat down pat, but I'm still learning. The learning phase would come out to be, for me, is to get more acclimated to the software I'm using, the video editing software. Like I said, even though it is user friendly, it takes a little time to develop that skill to become really quote unquote good at it. But I'm going to show you guys, if you subscribe to my channel, and I use this software here, the Filmora. I will teach you how I kind of blend. I take short music clips and how I blend them together and make them long enough to, how can you say, work in sync with your video. So if your video is 5 or 10 minutes long, I do it in a way where you could sync that music in to match that video, the length of the video. I know people say you could stretch it out and all that stuff there, but I got a little different technique to it. I also do custom, how my own blends, how I splice things together and stuff. I go on and stuff like that there on how to create videos with the software I'm using, and it's all done from within Filmora, to be honest with you. Okay, even my thumbnail, it's all built right in there, what I'm saying? So I have a lot of techniques, a lot of things I want to share with you guys. I can't tell you all in one video because we'll be here for hours and hours and hours, and I'm not going to bore you guys like that. So just wanted to throw that out there. So if you are new and you check out my other videos, I hope you'll like this video or my other ones, and comment and share, and also hit that subscribe button if you want to be updated. And I should say, if you hit the bell notification, you'll be updated as to when I post that new video. So I hope you like me, I hope you like the content, and I hope you get a takeaway from it, because that is the most important thing with my videos, is that when I put these videos out, I hope you guys get a takeaway from it. That is the most important thing. All right, so anyway, I wanted to share that with you. What I want to talk to you about is this booklet here. Okay, and I'm going to show you where you can get it. I'm going to give you the URL to download it, and it's got some good information. And plus, I also have a window open up on their site. I'm just going to go through some of the little highlighted stuff. Not going to go through the whole thing, because then if I do that, then you'll just read off the video, my YouTube video, right? So I want you guys to actually go there to the site. And like I said again, I have no affiliate links. I'm not getting paid or anything from them, making a little commission or anything of that nature. So I just wanted to throw that out to you guys. All right, so without further ado, let me minimize the screen here. I should say minimize me. Okay, let's boom. Oh, we don't want that there. There we go. That was in the background. That's the video editing software I'm using right now, believe it or not. All right, so here we go. First off, this is where you're going to get the free download, okay? And I'll give you this the URL right now. Well, actually, you know what? I don't have to do that. I keep saying that my other videos there. I'm just going to drop the links below, okay? So we don't have to go through all that there. I have to give you the www and so forth. I'll drop a link below and you could check it out for yourself. Let's read a little into this here. For those who are new and you're not too familiar with Filmora, I'm sure you are, because they do a lot of advertising on YouTube. But anyway, this is from Windshare Filmora. It says YouTube Video Editor. Create your YouTube videos easily with your YouTube Video Editor. You can import, trim, cut, snap footage, audio, and other media to create quality videos in minutes, even with no editing skills. It is really, folks, it is pretty user-friendly, I have to also say. And again, you can see you can get it. It works with for Windows 11 and below, and you can get it for Mac versions as well. You would click this on and get the free download. The only thing with the free download is you'll have the watermark there. But if you want to do like I did, I got the perpetual license, or I should say the perpetual plan. You can get it for $79.99, or if you want to go annual, it's $49.99. But with the perpetual plan, you pay the one price, right? And let's read a little into it. Now, here they have the try, and then it says try the effects and plugins, a 7-day free. You could try for free, for 7 days. You can cancel anytime, but the only thing is that's $20.99 a month. I don't usually use that there because sometimes Filmora has it where they give you free picture-in-picture videos and stuff like that. I think, and also some music, whatever. I get that for free. That comes with film stock, I believe it is. All right, but anyway, this is what you get for the perpetual plan. No watermark on your exported videos. Get access to Filmora 11 for life. Stock media, Unsplash, Giphy, Pixabay, Pexel. Okay, film stock standard, new Blue FX, Boris FX, AI portrait, one to share drive 1 gigabyte, speech to text 30 minutes, text to speech 5,000 characters, senior technical support. Well worth it, perpetual plan. Because I tell you the truth, try it out to try to the free version, and then I would think that if you love it enough like I do, you're going to go with the perpetual plan. I know I did, but I got mine. I didn't get mine at that price. I got mine a little cheaper because they were running a sale way back when. I think it was going for the one I got, the 8.76 version, was going for $59.99, and they ran a sale. I think it was going for $29.99, something like that. And I embarked on it. I jumped right on it. I said, I got to get this. I love it. But let's go back over here really quick, and you can see a little more things with it here. Again, you can see here intuitive, fast editing, visual effects, transitions, latest format, 4K, right? Latest format support, new features added regularly, okay? And stock footage, okay? And then it's got over here the leader, which is how many stars? 20. It's got like 4.5 stars, okay, for 2022. Very smaller print. I'm sorry, guys. I'll wear glasses for reading. Then it's got over here ready to use templates for media. Ready to use templates and stock media, YouTube intros, YouTube outros, YouTube thumbnails, YouTube ads, text and titles, royalty-free music, animated transitions, and stock media. All right. And again, I'm just gonna scroll through this here. You can see it for yourself what they have to offer. Easy to use video editing tools, right? Really good stuff. I mean, I tell you the truth, I think you guys are gonna like it if you really try it out. Then it says you create all types of videos, all possible videos in Filmora, and so on and so forth. I'm getting tongue-tied. I don't want to keep reading too much. I'm sorry, guys. Export and share your story online. Okay, really good. Definitely try it out. Check it out. I think you're gonna love it. I think you will. Okay, and just like they said, a video editor for all creators, especially if you're a newbie. That's another thing too. If you're starting out, I highly recommend you try this one out. And I know they got the what is it? Is it Adobe Express? No, not Adobe Express. They have that one. I can't think of it. It's very expensive too. Well, to me it is. I think it's like I don't know the name of it. I forgot offhand. It's like either $400 or $500 for it. I wouldn't buy it anyway because that looks a little too more. It's a little too much for me to pick up on. I want to learn one thing at a time. And like I said, when I get really comfortable with something, I master that technique as far as like video editing software. I want to stick with that one, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep bumping around to all different ones, you know. But anyway, let's go over here now. And again, I'll drop the links to both of these here. I used to give the links. I never thought about it. Just drop the link in the comment section, right? All right. See? So I'm learning something new and stuff. I'm teaching myself something today. Anyway, this is the booklet right here. That's what you see here. I printed it out. And I'm just going to go through some highlights. I want to scroll through the whole thing because it does have a lot of case studies in here. But anyway, let's scroll down a little here. And you can see over here, they got the welcome page here. Okay. And I'm just going to read some of the highlights stuff they got there, like in the index and stuff. All right, the table of contents, I should say. And over here, you can see it says Part 1, deciding who you are on YouTube. This is what you're going to be reading in here if you get the booklet, if you download it. You could put it on your computer, or you could print it out, whatever. Yeah, deciding who you are on YouTube. How do I build a personal brand? How do I find a niche in YouTube? How do I connect my YouTube, with my YouTube community? And again, planning your community strategy, upping your video production, and promoting your channel. Okay, how do I get casual viewers to subscribe? How can I network with other creators, and how can I make thumbnails people actually click on? Okay, and then again, this is where they have a lot of case studies here, deciding who you are on YouTube, and then again, it breaks it down, and you're going to get case studies, and they do have a lot of case studies here, pretty good, like this one here, Foxy Comedy. Okay, it tells you a little about the person when they started on YouTube, how many subs they got, the action steps here. This person saying, identify what is about your videos that most resonates with your audience. That's another big thing too when it comes to creating with videos. To put out content out there that's going to hopefully affiliate yourself or affiliate your video with that particular viewer or hopefully subscriber. Okay, and then it goes on to say, you're just going to read this part here. You can figure this out by reading your comments, looking at your analytics to see which content keeps your people's attention and the longest. All right, and then it goes on to say, asking for opinions from friends and family. Okay, now if you're going to become a YouTube creator, you can, you could interact with your family and friends and say, hey, I'm thinking of doing a video about this particular topic, whatever. What do you think? How do you think it's that? And you could pitch pitch that thing to them and see what they have to say. They may say, well, yeah, I would do it this way. That the most important thing too, being a YouTube creator, keep a pen and pad with you, because I don't know about you guys, but when I'm watching other YouTube creators out there and I'm jotting notes down, stuff like that, I like to put down who's the creator at the time I was listening to, because even they say you can go to YouTube as a history feature there where you can just look back at your history. It's true too, but suppose you watched so many for that day and you forgot, so it's always good to keep a notepad and pen with you at a time. Every time you're doing a video, or watching videos. This way you could jot those notations down, and we could always have something to refer back to. And that's what I do anyway. Okay. Then again, over here, just reading this one here, it says number 2. Once you know what's working best for you, make that your focus. Foxy noticed that the reference to meme culture was performing well for him, so he started using the more and made that part of his personal brand. Okay, yeah, people do memes and stuff like that. People already, since they came out with the YouTube Shorts, just have a YouTube channel based on shorts. It's amazing. I can't incorporate the shorts with this YouTube channel. I don't want to have too many YouTube channels. However, I did register a couple of them, but for the most part, right now they're dormant. They're just sitting there. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I have plans, maybe future plans for them right now, but I'm not going to do anything just yet. This is my main channel, and I want to make this channell grow. So like the old saying, there's too many cooks spoil the broth. And that's the other thing too. When it comes to starting a YouTube channel, you might want to stick with one channel first before you start venturing off into different ones. You know what I'm saying? That's all up to you. That's just little words to the wise. I'm just telling you for myself, because if you start, I got to work on that channel, then I got to do a video for this here, you'll get burnt out. I get burnt out just thinking what I got to work on this channel here. So think about that, prior to make another YouTube channel. Is it really necessary? Do you really need it? But those are things you got to work in as time goes on. But again, you're going to have a lot of case studies here. And I'm not going to go through all of them. You could read them and stuff like that. Each person will share, their expertise or experience, I should say, on how they create their YouTube video channels, I should say. So you can check it out. Like I said, you can get a lot of case studies here. I'm not going to go through all of them, okay? But I'm gonna drop the links below, and you could either print this out. Now, if you have Microsoft Word, you could, I think, upload it to that there. And again, anytime you want to refer to it, you could just open that file up and just say, okay, let me go back to page 10, 20, whatever it is, and you could read up on that there. Or you could do it at your own leisure. Like I said, again, with me, I printed it out because I like to have a hard copy. I like to have something I can refer to. I like reading off the I like always reading stuff on the computer, So you might want to do that there. All right, let me just go back to here, make myself bigger here. All right, that's what I want to share with you guys. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I hope it ain't too lengthy. But if it is, I do apologize. But like I said again, folks, who follow me on this YouTube channel, they'll tell you this guy likes to talk and share information. I know people say he talks and talks and talks, but the thing is, folks, I like to get the information out there to you guys. And I want to help. And the only way to help is, like I said, I don't have a book to sell you. I don't have a dream to sell you or any programs. Like some of these YouTube creators out there, successful, they write books and they have programs or classes, whatever, where they teach you things and stuff like that. I'm not at that level, okay. And besides, right now the information I give is for free. Whatever it is. Hopefully, again, you guys get a takeaway from it. Again, if this is your first time, give me a chance. If you want to hit that subscribe button, give me a chance to see what other videos I'll be putting out there before you dismiss my videos and dismiss me. Hopefully you don't. But no, seriously, I think I think I share some good tips on how to create videos, and I also incorporate it within this channel too. Believe it or not, people say what I'm about to tell you, probably say, well, why don't you have a separate channel for that? That is, I do the reselling news, the Let's Talk eBay, okay. And like I said, I'm also a vlogger, so I kind of added us to the mix. And let me explain why I did that, just in case you guys are wondering, why would you put different things like that within one channel? For the simple reasons, folks, is I don't want to create too many channels. I know nobody said anything to me yet, but they might say, well, why don't you create a channel just to do the reseller news, or why don't you do a channel for Let's Just Talk, do the Let's Talk eBay segments? And the reason why is because not only am I a video creator, YouTube creator here, I'm also an online seller, and I do sell on eBay. I've been with eBay, I've been on eBay, that platform, for 23 years now. Okay, so there are times I might want to just throw a little segue out there about something I might want to share with you, and it might be eBay related, whatever. So for those of you out there who are eBay sellers, you might see it every now and then, reseller news or Let's Talk eBay, and basically, that's what I'm covering. That's the topic about that there. I kind of incorporate that in there because, for the simple reason is, folks, and you may experience this, maybe a newbie just yet, coming up with content is pretty hard. I have to say it. I think I might have said it in this video. If I did repeat myself, I'm sorry, but it is. Coming up with content on a daily basis is a challenge for me, okay? And that's why before I start my day off, I listen to other YouTube creators out there. I try to not emulate or copy them verbatim, but I listen to what they have to say, and I like to study and analyze their channels. Okay, I like to see how they start off, how they come up with the intro. Do they jump right into it? Do they put long intros in there? I did shorts on that there, like YouTube short on about long intros and stuff like that. Some people like them. Some people will have. I've been on YouTube channels where the person will talk a little, they break into the intro first, they'll start talking, and then afterwards they'll say that's coming up, and then you'll see a splash page come up with animations or whatever, advertising their YouTube channel. That's okay to do it that way, but I heard in some cases long intros is a big turnoff to people. So starting out as a new YouTube creator out there, you might want to take these things in perspective and listen to what I'm saying. Not only from me, but there's others out there that'll talk about it. And then when it comes to finding your quote-unquote niche, that's the other thing they'll tell you. I heard in some cases people say, well, if you're starting a niche, let's say you're talking about digital cameras, DSLR cameras, stick to that niche. Don't go off into something else. In other words, you're starting a channel about that. Don't do a channel. Don't incorporate. You're teaching all about cameras, and all of a sudden you're talking about plumbing. Now I know people say you sound like you're contradicting yourself, because one minute you're saying you're talking about the resale news, Let's Talk eBay, and you're also a creator. Well, I kind of fit them all together. There could be some separation there, separate there, where there is two things that I shouldn't really be talking about, but I do. Okay, I like to keep the content fresh, and I like to keep the channel interesting. Okay, that's just the way I am. I believe in spice is the variety of life, and if you can't, well, suppose you do run out of things. That's one thing I got to say. If you are a person that's going to start a channel, basically like not saying a news commentator, but something along that line, where you're getting information off it on a daily basis, you could use that in conjunction with your YouTube channel. You might want to start a channel, I don't know, in the news, or Table Talk with Rich Bassini. I was thinking about that. Then maybe I'll change the banner and say, well, Table Talk with Rich Bassini. What is it going to be? I'll be just talking about everyday things, you know. It depends. It depends. There's 101 ideas out there, more than that you could just come up with and conjure and say, well, maybe I might want to do a channel. Maybe I don't want, quote unquote, a niche channel where I stay focused on one thing. Maybe I'll be a vlogger. That's why I put in there, YouTube creator and vlogger. Because with a vlogger, it's basically, you could talk about basically anything. Okay, I've seen like other people out there. There's a successful person that's a vlogger, young girl, and she got a lot of millions of subscribers out there. And basically, she might talk about what she's going to do throughout the day. She's going to the beach with a friend. She's going to the mall, or she's going for a drive here and there, or she's traveling. She's on vacation going somewhere, and she'll sit there doing a video about that there and talk about it. Oh, I'm in Paris, and I'm at this fancy restaurant over here. I love their coffee and this, whatever it is. And they do videos like that. I mean, you know, a vlogger, to me, is kind of a nice thing. It's an open platform, and you're not really subjected to one particular, quote-unquote, niche. So I guess you would say, it sounds contradicting, I guess, to people when I tell them, I want to do the resale news, let's talk eBay. But even if I didn't leave it at that, and I just kept it as a vlogger channel, I could just say, well, you know, by the way, here's how you work around it. Okay, you say, okay, by the way, I'm also a seller. You're a vlogger. You say, by the way, I'm also a seller on eBay, and you could start talking a little about, you know, that there about your eBay experience. Oh, well, you know, I sell on this or whatever, and you throw a little, you know, a little segue out there. So that's one way of getting around a specific niche, because some people may say, well, you should just stick with one thing. It's true though. I've been on channels where, matter of fact, there's a person, I can mention their URL, you know, their, what do you call it, their YouTube channel. But they started off teaching about digital photography. Talk about cameras and stuff like that, you know, how to take good pictures and all that stuff. And I noticed that person started another channel. Why? You know, things get played out, folks. Okay, things get played out. In one of my videos, I talked about PewDiePie. And I think the title of mine was, well, one of the was thinking about a title is, no matter how big you are, okay, how many, you know, YouTube subscribers you have, your channel can be played out, because after a while you start running out of things. And not to get too much into the video I was watching with PewDiePie, I think it was called Why I Didn't Quit, something like that. And you'd have to watch this video to, you know, understand what I'm referring to. I think it comes a time and a place where when you hit a certain plateau, a certain level, unless you have you're a content creator you've got such great creativity where you could put something out on a daily basis, you're phenomenal in that respect, okay? But I think there are times when a person who gets to a certain level like that, and you have all those subscribers, 111 million subscribers, you know, these people subscribe to your channel, and, you know, when he puts a video out, hopefully all those 111 million people are watching this video. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where the pressure could come in for me. Like, you know, I would get a little stressed because of myself. Right now I'm a small channel, but if I had a big channel like that with millions upon millions of subscribers, you're going to think twice about, you know, how you're making your videos. You're going to want to put out pretty decent content, you know. That's another thing too. When it comes out to making videos, do you want videos that are like you're a motion picture production guy? Like, you know, you're gonna have special effects. You could with Filmora, you could add special effects in there. It all depends what you want to do with your YouTube channel. I have a white background back here. I have a white. No, this is instead of a green screen, this is a white screen. And the reason why I like a white screen, I don't need any lights. There's no lights behind me illuminating it. It's done in daylight, natural lighting. There's no shadows. You could always tell if someone's got a camera there, lighting, you'll see shadows. There's no shadows here, okay? There's no shadows. And that's why I like, there's only 2 windows behind me because I work out of a studio apartment. And there's 2 lights behind me, 2 windows that gives the illumination to the background. So for me, it's spot on. And with that, I could add different backdrops. You know, I could put a backdrop of anything I want. Anything. I could be on the beach. I could be in a beautiful swanky apartment, have a backdrop like that. When you have it, instead of, like I said, instead of using a green screen, I don't need it. I do everything with a white screen. That's the reason why, because with a green screen, you need a lot of light, okay, because it's green. But with the white screen, I could add any backdrops just like you could with the green screen, okay. And it's also energy efficient. I don't need high lamps or whatever, high bright lights sitting on the back there giving me illumination. And that's the whole thing too. Then you got to worry about getting splashed on. If if you got a light over here, if it's not done right, your side of your face might get a little whitened out, or whatever, But there's a reason why I do it, and I like it. Like I said, to me, it's good. Simple thing. You get a nice clean white sheet. And get yourself one of those green screen kits there. Well, the bar thing. I didn't buy the green screen. I do have a green screen, but it's a green screen sheet that I bought, right? And I don't use it though. I don't use it because it's a little too dark, and with this here is better. But yeah, and that's how I shoot my videos. If you look at some of my older videos, that I did back years ago, you'll see like different backdrops. It's all done with a white screen, But anyway, guys, listen. I can't think of anything else to tell you guys. If you're going to print out the book, like I said, it's good stuff to check out here. You get some good tips. A lot of case studies. I have to honestly say there are case studies, but each one of these people will give you a little insight on as far as what to do. So I highly recommend it. If you're thinking about, again, starting a YouTube channel, you might want to either upload it to your system or print the copy out. Like I said, again, it is, I think if I'm not mistaken, it is 32 pages. So, you got the ink to spare. I did mine on a color printer, but I'm okay because I'm stocked up on ink because I use the printer a lot. I print out a lot of color copies and stuff, so I'm pretty well stocked up on. And something, even though I printed all these out on a color printer, I looked at the ink levels in there, hardly moved, But I'm using an HP PhotoSmart 7520 printer. It's an all-in-one, and it works great. Wireless printer, it's great. But anyway, that's all I want to share with you guys right now. And the other thing I want to say really quick, I'm looking at my webcam here. I have to put this out there. When it comes to creating your videos for the first time, whether you're using a DSLR camera, or in that case here, I'm using a Logitech Brio webcam, pretend the camera's not there. Seriously, pretend it's not there. Pretend you're like sitting in a coffee shop talking to your friend, and just let it go. Be natural, folks. Just be natural. Just let it flow. Don't sit there. I tell you the truth. When I first started doing the videos where I was actually putting myself on the camera, or webcam in this case, I was a little apprehensive. Before I did this video, I shot the intro about maybe 5 or 6 times before I got to where I said, okay, I got to just put it out there. Sometimes you got to go in, head first, basically, and say, you know what, I'm going to put the video out there no matter what, And sometimes that's what happens, because I think what happens with me, when I first started, I was a little, taken back. I was like, oh no, I go, because you're thinking, you're making a video, and there are going to be a lot of people, well, I should say a majority of people, a percentage of people may hit your videos, they're going to watch your videos, and you're going to, you're going to sit there saying, oh my God, you're thinking to yourself, I want these videos to be good for the first impression, right? But yeah, pretend whatever you're using, what's a DSLR camera, webcam, pretend it's not there, pretend it's not even there. Seriously, that's one of my tips. Pretend the webcam or the camera's not there, because for the simple reason is you're gonna get like that, because you're looking at the camera and you're thinking, it's like, remember, you're not on a movie set, okay? There's not all these producers and directors sitting behind you saying action, just pretend. Listen, you're in your own little world here, okay? You're sitting behind your webcam, you're in either your home office, a home studio, whatever it is, and it's just you and that webcam or camera. So don't worry about it. Just be natural, and don't be so scripted, animated, like, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I think sometimes people get a little apprehension. The problem I haven't done it yet, I thought about it, I think I said in my other videos, is that I never went live on YouTube. And the funny thing is, not even funny, I have a couple of Facebook groups. One of them has, I think, over 3,000 followers on there. I would go on that Facebook group go live and not think nothing of it. But when it comes to doing a video or going live on YouTube, I'm a little apprehensive, you know. So I don't know. There may be a time and place one day where I will go live on YouTube. I don't know. But right now, I'm kind of like backing off on it. I don't want to go just yet, you know. We'll see what happens in the near future. I don't know, you know. But right now, what I want to do, guys, is keep putting out good videos, good content, good clean content out there. And the most, like I said again, sorry I keep repeating it, the most important thing is that you guys out there get a takeaway from it. Okay. Now you might say, well, this is not, you know, this video might not be so, but it's the interaction I'm having with you guys. Okay. Now I know I could have probably just done a quick video and say, yeah, go get this video, or go get this book here, The Ultimate Guide, and go to it for more and blah blah blah, and leave it at that. Make it not even a 5-minute video. But I'm also explaining some other stuff about myself, and I want to share some information with you guys. So, you know, this is a way of bonding, you and I, you know, by talking like this here. You know, hopefully you guys might interact with me. I don't get that many comments on a lot of my videos, to be honest with you, and my video views are very small. At times I get 10 views on some videos. Some I got a lot. It depends. I guess it all depends on the person who's watching this video, if they're getting a takeaway from it, they even like it, to even comment on it. And they say, you know, I understand. It's okay. You know, I'm not upset over it. But you know, if you don't, here's the thing I will say, for those out there who are, because I had this happen to me before, somebody said it once before, about when you get thumbs down on your videos. Well, that's fine. I don't take it in a bad way. I take it that maybe the person on the other end of that computer there didn't like the content, or maybe didn't like me. You know, I don't know. I don't take it to heart though, because for the simple reason is, and this goes out to the newbies out there, the new potential YouTube creators out there. You're going to get things like that. You're going to get thumbs down in your videos. My first one I thought was a bomb. I mean, if I had to give it a grade, I'd say it was a D. But for the most part, you're going to have that happen. You're going to have people, some people may say comments that are not nice. I wouldn't get into a debacle with them or get in a cyber war. I would just remove the comment and leave it at that, because going back and forth is not going to do anything, folks. So if you do, this goes again to the newbies. Disregard it, push it away, throw it away, do whatever you got to do with it. Don't let it get you down. Don't let it bother you, because you're going to probably have that happen. Okay? Now people say, well, how about you? I've gotten comments, not bad comments, but comments that you would say the person seemed a little sarcastic in the way they responded. Sometimes I could be very apologetic. Like one time I was playing music in the background, you know, because I like to add music sometimes to my videos, and it was a little too overbearing, it was a little too much, and I had a person, I don't know if it was a subscriber or just a follower who hit the channel for the first time, said, you know, I like your videos and stuff like that, you put up nice videos and stuff like that. Could have been a subscriber maybe. And they said, the only thing is the music, you played that music, I couldn't wait for it to stop. And you know, I said, I didn't get upset, I get offended. I messaged back, you know, responded to the comment and said, I'm very sorry, I didn't know it was going to, you know, be overbearing with that there. And I said, next time I won't put any music in my videos. And the person's like, oh no, that's okay. No, you could just still do it. Don't do it on my behalf. She goes, you know, but I just wanted to, you know, throw that out there. I said, that's okay. You know, constructive criticism, I don't mind. If someone's going to come on my YouTube channel and say bad things, call me names, curses at me, whatever, stuff like that, not that ever happened, you know, that I don't stand for. I just, you know, I'll listen to constructive criticism. Somebody wants to, you know, give me advice on something, I have no problem with that. But if you're going to come on my YouTube channel and start, you know, saying bad things to me and stuff like that, I don't deserve it. I mean, nobody deserves it. You know, I'm a good-natured person. I like to share information with people, and I would never do that to anybody under any circumstance. But you know, sometimes things happen like that, folks. But for the most part, looking at some of the YouTubers I follow, I don't really see. Then again, if they got millions of subscribers and they have thousands upon thousands of comments, I'm not going to read them all. I usually like to read some of them to see what they're referring to with that particular video, and see what they have to say. But for the most part, I don't really see anybody saying anything bad for the most part. But if it might happen, It might happen on occasion, depends. Hopefully not. But if it does, like I said again, just remove it and just move on, and don't let it bother you. Whatever you do, please, please, please don't let it bother you. Don't let anybody with a comment or something like that there, sway your thinking, saying, that's it, I'm done with YouTube, I don't want to do it, And if you see it's growing slow in the beginning, don't worry about it. Give it time to get into YouTube's system there, and if they like your videos, YouTube likes it, and they see people liking it and watching it, they will promote it. They will recommend your video to other people out there, higher in search ranking, whatever. But that's basically all the stuff I could say right now. I know there are other things I could share with you guys, but I don't want to get too much into this, guys. All right. But anyway, I'm going to let you go. And as I always say in closing my videos, please, if you do like this video or any of my videos you check out, please don't forget that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated, so when I post out new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. And can't forget this part. If you are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, or you already have an established YouTube channel, I am wishing you guys all the best and success. Keep putting those videos out there, and as I said it before, keep it real, keep it original, and let your channel grow organically. Rich Bassini here. I'll talk to you guys the next time. Bye bye for now.